I accidentally had my mute button inverted on OBS and Discord.
Yeah.
So anytime I talked, it wasn't heard.
Yeah. Well, it's recording now, so there we go. I gotta turn down my audio just a tad bit. So yeah, last time, two of you died. 2 PCs, 2 NPCs, keep the ratio pretty even. And now 2 of you are the new arrivals here in Traverse Town, but we'll get to that later. As of right now, we start from a different perspective. The perspective of... Oh, there goes O. Welcome back, O.
Oh, I guess my stuff was out.
Yeah, that's fine. We're just getting started. Just finishing the what happened last time bit.
Oh.
Yeah. I will say, though, since I wasn't unable to ask you, because you were deafened, for Rutabaga, do you want a +1 weapon, which is, I feel, arbitrary for a druid, or do you want a +1 spellcasting thing? Basically the equivalent of a Pact of the Oathkeeper. Oathkeeper? Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Yeah.
Rod of the
Back
Pact
to
Keeper.
the Rod War Mage, yeah.
Yeah, Rod War Mage. So yeah, which one do you want?
I guess I'll take the +1 weapon since I'm going to summon a Shillelagh.
Shit.
Or
Isn't
not
Shillelagh?
+1
I
weapon,
was gonna say...
+1 spellcasting thing.
Alright.
Yeah, because
You want me to punch it in there, sheet?
Yeah, I'll get my computer in a minute.
I'll punch it in for you right now. +1 save, DC, +1 magic attack mod. I already did the Enkindler badge for you, +1 to proficiency, the equivalent of an Ion Stone. And whenever you hop on, mark down that you have a potion of superior healing. Lifesaver that.
Oh, my saves are about to be fat.
Ears open. But anyways.
Plus a 17 DC? Yo,
17 DC, that's pretty sweet. That's what's up.
Yeah, I was going to do Polearm Master, but...
Yeah. Now it's a bit more clear what path you should take. Anyways, let's get back to it. So yeah, we start today's session from the perspective of the other you, quote unquote. I don't know. You all as Enkindlers, as our residents here in Traverse Town. How long you guys have been here is up to you. I can tell you right now that you guys obviously are a team, and you have worked together on a number of assignments already. I will ask what you look like, so prepare yourselves for that, just so we as other players know what you look like. But in character, you guys shouldn't be like, "Oh my god, what's with that birthmark on your face?" I don't fucking know. Like, you guys don't have to deal with that shit, but as players, we do. So, we begin today's session, my friends, mes amis, going to the incident site.
Initiative.
Yes.
Oh,
a hard start like that, maybe. At some point, we'll do that. But not today. But yeah, we start today's session with you guys approaching the perimeter line set up by the Minnow Arms of Traverse Town. You guys flash your badge, get pointed over to the person in charge so that you guys can do, I don't want to say debriefing, but at least a informational entrance. Now, in your merry little band of Enkindlers, yes, I know, that's what the Reapers are. I didn't think about that until after I made the name, so, oh well. Influence breathes into other things, even when it's not intentional. Weird how...
Assuming direct control.
That's not technically the Reapers, technically. But yeah. You guys spot a familiar fellow. You guys know him as Monty? I'm pretty sure you guys know how to spell that, but just in case. You guys don't. Just in case. There you go, Monty. Not Monte Cristo, that's a type of sandwich, as well as a CSGO caster. Well, I'm not sure if he's in CSGO anymore, but he's a caster, esports caster. Yeah, Monty.
as well as the Lord of Revenge.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I don't know literature. But anyways, Monty, he's a sergeant. He's a sergeant of his own team, his own Men at Arms team. He himself is, I mean, he has his beret, or it's not a beret, but like his cap on right now. But you know that underneath that cap, he is like a close crop sort of hairstyle, like pretty buzz cut, which is a stark contrast to what is on his face. He has mutton chops and a horseshoe mustache, which is just grand. Whether or not you agree with how grand it is according to your character, but do whatever you want. But yeah, you guys see Monty. You guys aren't best friends with him, friends, and I even like co-workers. You worked with him a couple of times in different instances, but you recognize him, and most people recognize Enkindlers, not like individually, but just overall when you have the badge out, obviously. But Men-at-Arms and Enkindlers, you guys might not know every Men-at-Arms of the city, but all the Men-at-Arms of the city know you. So it's a one-way recognition relationship here. Who's the first to go towards Monty? And in being first, you'll have to describe your character first.
I don't mind going first. Bohan is a proactive kind of old man. So
you and Monty would get along. Because he's also like early 40s sort of guy. He's experienced, and so are you. But yeah, go on. What do you look like?
Lord Bohan Retorius is an aged noble who once upon a time had a very polished exterior, who these days focuses less on his armor and the shininess of his equipment. It's still well kept, but it's dull, matted in its colors. He's wearing full plate. He's got a mace and a shield. He's got a sort of friendly smile, and he's got smile lines and deep-set wrinkles. He's got average length gray hair. He does not have any coloring left in his beard or his hair. He has almost bluish gray eyes as well. So he's a very gray old man. He looks spry for his age. He's got some decent bulk. He doesn't look like his armor is weighing him down. He. See if I forget anything.
Well, allow me to give you a prompt to answer and continue with, or end with, I don't know. How does he look this morning? Coming to business. First thing in the morning.
He looks excited. He is hoping that the recent happening might give him some clue as to the whereabouts of his son, so he is very eager to get to the job and get it done.
That is something to know. As Enkindlers, you guys don't have a constant workflow. Like, you guys are expected to do training and stuff like that to keep your form up to snuff, so to speak. But yeah, compared to the Men-at-Arms, which are, armored city watchmen that patrol and do stuff, you guys are more akin to like special investigation detectives, stuff like that. Or sometimes tactical support if the situation requires it. Either tactical support as in you are the support or you give the support, or in the sense of you give tactical advice. But yeah, you guys are special people. So
you would also know Bohan to be the sort of he behaves in combat the way he does in everyday life. He is a supportive character. He considers himself a healer before he considers himself a soldier, but he knows that he is both.
Fair. So, following after Bohan, who's up next? Who wants? All right.
I guess I'll go.
I was ready to volunteer someone to do it by rolling a d3.
No, I can go. I don't mind.
Go on then.
Okay, so my character's called Catherine. She let me just open her sheet. So she's got sort of. Wait until I describe my character absolutely horrifically. So she's quite tall, first off. She's someone who takes a lot of care over her appearance. So.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
That's also my mother's name.
Your mother's Catherine's Jones? Yo, that's wild, dude. That's awesome. We going, Kirsty?
Okay. So she's sort of got like a sort of Victorian aesthetic. So she's very sort of well dressed. Carries herself sort of has this air of kind of self-importance around her. She's sort of like mid-30s. Very very pale, almost ice blue eyes. Really really light blonde hair, and sort of pale with loads of freckles, pretty much.
How
I think she's-
is Catherine this morning? Tired? Not tired?
She's probably curious about what's going on. If it's like, we don't get called out very often, or sometimes you go. She'd be interested to know what's there. Sort of carries herself with this kind of curiosity, sort of small smirk in place as she's kind of looking around, that kind of thing.
Okay. Any characteristics your squad mates or teammates here would know of Catherine?
I suppose you can't really take what she says seriously a lot of the time. I think would be something you've noticed if you ever try and get her to open up. She'll usually just either distract or just blatantly lie, which you would have caught on to at this point. And she's kind of sarcastic.
Alright, professionalism is,
Non-existent.
I would say non-existent. Hopefully you are up to the task and tell the truth when, your bosses ask.
Well, if it's like for work, I imagine she probably would be.
Noted. But you guys are a more familial group.
Yeah. She'll lie to you, just not to the boss.
Yeah. Anything else? Or should I volunteer someone else?
I think it's somebody else's turn on the chopping block.
Alright, well, there's only 2 of you left, so. Whomst.
Sure. So Fritz looks young man, like very definition young man, like probably like 21, 23 at the oldest, probably younger than that. Like he'd definitely get carded if he went to get alcohol. He's got like
Not my
short,
society.
yeah, fair. Short like blonde hair, no like scruff at all. And just seems typically he seems kind of excited about most things, like a eager little puppy. Currently he seems energetic but tired, because he probably stayed up all night. Like his usual go-to pastimes are either bugging people about their life stories or eavesdropping on people to learn about the life stories. So he's probably up all night just at a tavern listening to people talk, kind of thing.
Man, energetic but tired, up all night. Oh, so what a fictional reality.
Oh yeah, it's completely fake. Definitely not
Disregard the messages I sent at 3 a.m. to some of you.
But yeah, he just seems happy to be here.
Yeah, you already
His
answered my
favorite
question.
store is Forever 21.
That's like a vampire's
No,
favorite
it's hot
story.
topic, but we shouldn't talk about that.
Well, you already answered my question of how is he this morning, energetic but tired. Any quirks, any traits that your team would know about Fritz? Any tells?
Our group has seen like combat and such, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. At the very least, Fred's character would notice that he's like a greenhorn, like he's barely ever seen fights.
Oh, my character's not perceptive at all.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I have a negative wisdom modifier. Let's just let that sink in.
Damn.
Oh,
You seem
damn.
to not be doing well. Fucking
mean-
arms nearly chopped off. Yeah, you can say that.
Great.
You can say that. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm not
Yeah.
doing the best right now. Maybe I've had better days.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Catherine probably would have noticed. She's got a pretty beefy perception and insight.
It's probably more of an insight thing than a perception thing.
So,
Yeah, he just seems greenhorn, but that doesn't really let it stop him. Why do I have 2 Firefox? Besides that, I can't think of anything in particular, so I
Very well.
think it's good. I just want like a list of instruments. They're all string instruments.
Nothing wrong with that. As a bard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the two of you, are you human, half elf, elf, other
Oh,
elf,
that's a good
Oh, yeah. Human.
half elf.
half elf?
Sleep on your shit. I'm a turtle.
Turtle, not turtle. Turtles are
excuse
the
me.
turtles are the dumb things on the ground. Turtles are awesome. Speaking of the turtle in the room. Oh, what's up with Rutabaga? How's he look?
Alright, so he's walking up and he's he has like a stick in his hand that he's always holding that he's using to walk with, even though he clearly doesn't need it, but he just lives that old man lifestyle.
Yes.
So he has a massive shell that's spiked like a alligator snapper turtles,
Ooh.
and just a really like wide set jaw with a massive beak that has some chips taken out of it. And
Oof.
all along his shell, he has some like mossy type growth on it, and he just has these massive like scaled claws that he walks along with, and he's always looks like he's just unhappy to be doing anything. Like everything is a chore, everything is a burden.
That's fading for a turtle. I imagine I can. I think I can imagine what your expression is like this morning, but just in case, what is your expression this morning?
Yeah, he just walks up. Oh, get out the way!
Oh, the voices. This is gonna make. Well, you'll see why I say voices in a second. Okay. Any traits that your team would know about you? Any insider knowledge, quote unquote.
He's very competent, but he really hates having to do anything. Like he feels like it's a burden to help. Oh, you're down again. Gosh, stay on your feet.
Yes, demotivational healers. I love it.
Minus 1d4 on healing.
No, it's more of you have like disadvantage on death saving throws.
Fair.
So, it seems like you guys know each other. Well, as characters, you definitely know each other, but it seems that us as players now know your characters. Oh, right, you guys have an NPC. She is an aquatic elf. Her name is Eleni. I'll type it for you.
Thank you.
Eleni is, I can't say monk in terms of mechanical speak. I think between her and Bohan, like, they're the ones that carry the professionalism of the group. She doesn't really like being professional, but it just simply caters to her personality. She's pretty well kept, definitely for her equipment and such. Again, another sticking point for why she and Bohan get along. But other than that, she's basically like the team mom outside of missions. Yeah, she's like the squad mom, where she just tries to make sure that you're all okay. You guys aren't doing anything too...
Not getting too drunk.
Yeah, or if you are getting too drunk, that you at least have water to cushion the hangover next morning.
Aw.
Oh wait, actually, wait, hold on. There's a really good gif I have of a person which embodies it pretty well.
That kind of reminds me, Bohan is definitely the kind of man who wouldn't mind people calling him grandpa, because he would be like, yes, that is objectively true, I am a grandfather.
Alright.
I like still whoop your ass, but that's a side note.
Hey, there's a lot of grandpas out there that can whip people's ass. A good
Yeah,
number,
yeah.
especially right now, because a lot of them probably served. I can't copy the video link to this. I hate this. I hate new Reddit, but whatever. Yeah, go take a peep at that. That's probably a good way to show Eleni's her role when you guys are drinking heavily. Good old Alana Pierce, our Aussie of Funhouse. Whoa, she's not.
She just looks so concerned.
Yeah.
I love that Lawrence, the guy holding the bottle, he's just so out of it. He's like just waving the bottle around as if it's like a fucking like a rattle for a baby. And she's just like, no, take this.
I thought he was gonna pour it out behind him at the beginning.
He does that with a different bottle, actually. One with like the little thin spout for shots. Yeah, he does that with a different bottle later. And according to Alana, she doesn't remember ever doing that because she also was super drunk. It was a E3 drinking stream, and they had such amazing shot ideas of anytime there's a token celebrity, anytime the word cloud gets mentioned, stuff like that. It's E3. A lot of token celebrities showed up. The word cloud and stuff got dropped a lot. They drank a lot, which is why Lawrence is like that right there. He's just. Anyways, so yeah, that's a good representation for what Eleni's like, or my Eleni is like with you guys. She does have like that, sort of samurai mask sort of motif to her, so you guys don't really see her face in combat that much, but outside, like right now, her helmet and her mask are just sort of like cradled under her arm. She's probably trying in the back, proper Team Mom style. Anyways, so you guys Bohan first. Well, maybe she's not in the back. I think Rutabaga gets to take the back seat. But yeah, you guys approach Monty, and this may be unintelligible, and this is why I said voices earlier. Good morning, Kindlers. He's like scratching his mutton chop.
Man, what's so good about it?
Got a job, don't you? Don't worry. Place is clean. Well, area's clean. Inside, different story. He looks at the gate behind him, which is like a big metal. You guys know from experience, not because of how it looks right now. You guys know it's like a big fence gate, metal rot and stuff like that. As of right now, it is covered on both gates, both sides of the gates, with a thick tarp of some sort to block vision into the cordon zone itself. Well, you know the deal. Head on in if you want. If you want, I got some of the maintenance people here. Got questions from them. Doubt there'll be much help right now because I don't have the police shit, but you want to ask? There they are. He points like off to the side with his thumb.
Can Fritz do a deception check to pass off that he understands anything that he's saying?
Yeah, sure. Or performance.
Nah, they're the same anyways. Deception it is! Do this one. Oh, I have advantage on.
Yeah, turn that off your machine.
Glad I did that now.
Yeah, 13. I mean, it doesn't seem like Monty notices that, or he just isn't bothering to pay attention and checking to see if you guys understand him. So, Kindlers, where do you want to start?
I'm very excited about this, Monty. I have to say, very good to get some news at last.
Yeah, I know you guys been out of job for what? Month and a half now. Sitting on your bums. It's like he's laughing at some massive inside joke that only he could possibly understand.
Yes, at my age, it gets important to stay active, you know.
Mm-hmm. You don't know how I feel it. He taps his plate armor. But tell you what. Activity good. Don't like what's happening. He looks over at the beacon. The beacon is like a skyscraper. Like, it's huge. So, like, you guys are standing in feeling rather small compared to something that is like, I don't know, 10,000% your height, if not more.
Damn.
It is a skyscraper. Like, I mean, like, I don't even mean that in like a adjective sense. I mean, like, it actually, like, I'm not saying Empire State Building, but it goes up there.
Yeah.
Maybe like,
It's a
I don't know.
notable
Maybe like Eiffel
landmark.
Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Eiffel Tower hype. Yeah, activity's good and all, but shame we had to be here. But suppose that's what you're here for.
A little worrying.
It's bright now. Hope it stays that way. But old DC got you checking it up, so trust him. Do you trust Joe?
Yes, whatever you need.
Whatever you need, I suppose. Head on in if you want to start immediately. None of us taking our peep inside yet. Beyond the ones I had to put up the tarp.
Yes, excellent. A good day to you, Monty. Bohan had
Good luck and kindlers.
You too?
And a good morning to you, Rutabaga. He walks off.
Could somebody please translate what he said? I can never get all of it.
Same.
You're
Okay.
going to have to speak up, Catherine. My hearing isn't what it used to be.
Oh, sorry. Could you tell us what he said?
Oh, yeah, of course.
My Monty isn't quite as good yet.
Well, there is been some disturbance near the beacon, as it were, and we need to figure out what is going on. Fortunately, it's lit, so there is that.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I believe we are being informed, so come along.
All right.
Where are you guys heading to? The gates are ajar, like cracked open for people to slip in between, like shimmy through, so as to not give it, full public view and access. Or you guys could go talk to the two people that Monty managed to swipe. They're two maintenance personnel for the wards. And you guys know this as traversals. The wards aren't to like protect the thing. It's not really meant to keep anything in. It's more to keep people out. The wards don't like. They do a number of things. They can zap people, but they're usually just sentry wards to like keep tabs on if anyone's nearby and stuff like that. But they can kick people out of the area. That being said, the spires the spire that forms the beacon itself is pretty indestructible as far as anyone has ever bothered checking. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Excuse me.
Don't make
Unless
me
someone
ask
has
again,
a
as Monty.
creative idea, Bohan will go to where he's been instructed, because
Yeah.
that's the kind of man he is. He had
So
to
you-
talk to the staffers.
Go talk to the two maintenance personnel. Roger.
Yeah, unless someone else has an idea, then Yeah.
No, I'm quite pleased. Quite happy.
Aight. So, you guys head over to the two staffers, maintenance crew. One of them is a dwarf, the other one is a human. Dwarven male, human female. You guys head over. They're basically sort of just off to the side. Like, there's not really a guard attending to them. They're more of a brought here for counsel and advice more than anything, as far as you could tell. So yeah, you guys approach, and the two of them, they're leaned against a wall, just sort of shooting the shit with one another. And as they notice you all approach, they lean up off the wall and stand a bit more at attention. Not doing like a salute and everything, but they do certainly seem a bit more tense.
Attentive.
Kidless,
Hi. Good morning.
morning to you.
Good morning.
Hi. Oh, you speak Monty. I didn't know that.
Oh, you should have translated for us earlier then.
Oh, and he just smirks at that. What can we do for you?
Well, we were informed that there was a disturbance that needed investigating, and thus we have come. What can you tell us?
I mean, not much to tell you ourselves. We haven't even gotten to look around inside yet. All we got told was the place is ruined inside or something like that.
Ruined? Oh dear.
You don't know. Flying Kindlers would know more than us.
We just showed up like 20 minutes ago.
You also
Well,
did
so
get a
that's a
letter
combat.
telling you guys all these details.
It must be old age creeping up on me.
Don't know about the rest of us, but
I'm afraid that we are only able to help you all as much as we know, and we know little about the current circumstance of inside. And as for things before it, we can tell you a number of things.
well, then was there anything leading up? Did stuck out?
No, last maintenance. Last time this area was maintenance was just last week.
Anything odd when you're maintaining it, or all normal?
No, not really. Nothing that was reported, at least. We weren't on schedule for that maintenance stuff. We were off duty. But, again, nothing stood out. Nothing got reported.
Okay.
Useless as ever.
I'm sorry we can't be of more help in Kindler, but it's simply irrelevant to us. If you have any questions about how the wards work, then we'd be happy to answer.
Well, I wouldn't mind a more educated point of view, as my own expertise lies elsewhere.
Certainly, certainly. Penny, why don't you give a talk through it? See if you're up to snuff. Right. Well, there should be. Oh, come on, girl. There should be a couple dozen ward obelisks set up. Well, maybe not so anymore, but there should be. Each ward obelisk has a crystal inside, a power bank of sorts, meant to keep the enchantments active. As my cousin used to say, enchantments.
Enchantment?
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Dumb as a brick, but he's a savant. Sorry, Penny. Go on. Right. The wards themselves, we thought they'd be damn near unbreakable, but I see we're wrong.
Any indication at all what might be capable of causing such damage?
She shakes her head. I'm afraid not, Kindler. This is...
Unprecedented.
Exactly.
Well, caution is the greater part of valor. I suppose we get to it then, eh?
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, good luck.
Yes. Stay safe, young. Stay safe.
You too, Kindless, you too. We'll be out here if you need anything.
Of course.
Got a frog. Got a frog in my throat. Fritz, young man. You would know that young man usually means Fritz when Bohan is talking.
Checks out.
Young man, have you heard anything lately? Any word in the taverns? Strange going songs?
Can I do like a background check?
No, because I can tell you haven't heard shit.
Cool.
It's as if that's what makes this an anomaly, huh?
Dun, dun, dun. Not really. Nothing in particular. It happened fast, so yeah, at least nothing last night, nothing recent.
Well, shall we take a look, perhaps?
Sure. It's probably the better call.
Right behind you.
What?
Now,
No.
right behind you. Go on, Fritz. Off you go.
Yeah, fine.
Love all the accents coming out of the woodwork. So, you guys go inside? Yes?
Yeah. Whoever's going first, Bohan would be very close second.
How close are we talking? Are we talking like
I can breathe you down my neck or feel you.
I was gonna use more funnier ways to play it. I was gonna say, are you playing a game of grab ass with them?
This is illegal in 17 states.
Almost. Maybe
Alright,
like
so
3.5, 4 feet.
okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I was thinking you're going like, I don't know, like stalker level of close. Celebrity stalker at that. But you guys head inside. Change music. So you guys head inside. Wow, this music is quiet. It is very quiet. Yep. Change the music volume level. So you guys step inside. You guys can still hear the hustle and bustle of people outside the walls of the cordon zone, inquiring as to what is going on, trying to get details from men at arms, stuff like that. But as you guys step into this place, the atmosphere changes. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people spend time near the beacons. It's a pretty common task. It's not like a religious worship sort of thing, although some people certainly treat it as that, but not the majority of denizens of Traverse Town. But yeah, it's a pretty common place for, gatherings of friends and family, romantic evenings, stuff like that. Like, the beacons are a fundamental thing to Traverse Town life. So it is peculiar seeing it so devastated. It gives a certain sense of discomfort, certainly, but at the same time, just due to your guys' nature as enkindlers, a overwhelming sense of curiosity. One for some of you more so than others. It's unprecedented. The ground, the sort of uniform and clean, smooth brick ground, has been sundered entirely, making this place more equivalent to a quarry than like a plaza, like it is originally. It's relatively quote-unquote featureless and quote-unquote flat, but you can see that by some for lack of a better term, like tectonic devastation, mounds have formed, like these upshot, jagged hills formed from the ground itself. There are all a number of other things sticking up and popping out, what you assume is either similarly tectonic devastation or the obelisks in question. The obelisks themselves, none are standing. None. You guys can see the beacon itself, obviously, it goes like fucking over your fucking heads. But beyond that, this place is empty. Not a soul in here. And as you guys get deeper and deeper in, taking step by step, it smells of ozone, of this loosed energy. So, enkindlers, as you guys take but a dozen paces in, with hundreds more to go before getting anywhere close to the beacon, the corn zone is pretty sizable. Well, all corn zones are, not just this one. What is it you guys would like to do, look for, investigate, enkindle?
Bohan, being the old man he is going to, stand there looking expectantly at the younger.
The manager position.
All right,
More
well,
like-
you know, I'll use. Oh, go ahead.
No, more like that his eyesight is not what it once was, so he can't
No.
really. Yeah.
I guess because you know how you said it was all the ground had sort of been
Sundered.
brought up and yeah, asunder. Yeah, is there like a point where it looked like it originated from, or is it all pretty
Ooh, that's a good
roughed
question.
up?
That's a pretty good question. Roll me your perception. Perception. As I try to find new music.
Give
This
us our
music
perception.
isn't as eerie as I was hoping, so I'm gonna try to find new music.
Perceptione, where are you? I can't read. Why is it asking if it's going to be a public role?
I mean, that's
I
why
give you bardic inspiration.
Oh,
And the bark inspiration lasts
Like 10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah. I'm trying to find new music because the music I grabbed wasn't appropriately daunting.
Spooky.
And this one's sad.
Are you just looking through Violet Evergarden?
Yes. Oh, this is the music we use for like eater videos. That's awesome. Man, this. Why are all these not what I'm looking for? Damn it! Okay, that's militaristic. Man, this is annoying. Sad.
Did you forget to look up music ahead of time again?
Yeah, I didn't bother.
No, shame.
Or rather, I remembered, but I remembered when it was
Yeah,
too late.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you built an entire town, so I can't fault you for not grabbing some tunes to go with it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, all this stuff is either too like I don't want sad music. I just want eerie music. I guess is probably the best way to put it. Alright, this works. Okay, cool. This works. It's only a minute and a half long, so I guess this could be on repeat for a long amount of time. There, yep. Finally. So. 20 percezione.
Mm-hmm.
You look around, trying to see some sort of source of activity. It does seem... It's not like there's like huge ravines, carved through the landscape. There's not even any connecting lines, but just from the way they're oriented, the directionality of the jags that you do see, it does seem to point towards the beacon at the center of the cordon zone.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, just writing that down. But I would point that out to the rest of the party, though.
When he slips on her helmet, fastens it, clicks the faceplate mask into place.
Bohan will strap a shield to his arm in case he needs it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
What are you thinking so far?
I doubt we're usually in a position where we like the cause of whatever called us.
I ain't never liked anything in my whole life.
Well, you already got to anyway.
Oh, do you know this person in real life? Because I feel like you might. And you're basing it off them.
I feel like it's just Francis from Left 4 Dead.
Oh my god, you're right. It is Francis from Left 4 Dead. Anyways. Very true, Fritz. Very true, but we usually have more to go on when we get sent somewhere. There's nothing. Let's continue our
It must be a
investigations.
matter of some urgency then.
Yes, well, Eleni pulls out the letter you guys got from Chief Haros. He did say that we would be the first inside. So, let's continue our investigations. I'd rather not have Haros see us wanting.
Speaking of which, can I like inspect the ground, like the area around, to see what the difference is?
Wait, ma'am. Difference as opposed to what?
Like to see, like if like fire hit ground, it would leave ash. If
Ah, I see. Like
Like-
if there's any sort of residue.
exactly, what's the change?
You grab some crumbled, again, like the ground has been sundered. So there's large stones, entirely crumbled stones to the point that they're just pebbles and you're walking on gravel, stuff like that. You grab a handful of sundered flooring nearby you. You give an exam, but you don't feel or see or detect any ash. It's not as if this place was incinerated or anything like that, or struck by lightning or anything that it produces intense amounts of heat. No, this does seem more akin to someone smashing it, crumbling it. If there was any ice present in this, the ground isn't damp enough to indicate such. Like, it's not like it was frozen and shattered or anything like that, and then the ice melted away. No, it doesn't seem to have that. It does seem like just a massive amount of force was suddenly brought upon this. But the thing that catches your attention is that it stops very suddenly. It only went to the inside this cordon zone, never past it, never out it.
Gotcha. So it looks like it came from above, not below.
Yes. If it was from below, it probably would have gotten some residual nearby buildings.
Yeah, would have left some, whatchamacallit, some sedimentation
Yeah.
underground.
And no one reported seismic activity.
Would I know of any like large creatures in the area?
There are supposedly, I want to say rumors. Rumors doesn't sound. Rumors makes it sound like it has validity. There are urban legends. That's probably the best way to put it. That one of the other beacons down the coast, multiple districts down, has a dragon living in that district. But that's the only thing that comes to mind of like a hidden dragon. That's a fucking martial arts movie. That's the only instance that comes to mind. In terms of everything else, Traverse Town doesn't have any reputation of dealing with monsters on even an irregular basis. It's pretty well defended. And stuff just simply never finds its way to trouble you guys.
But this doesn't appear to be like it could be from a dragon.
No.
Looks-
I mean, a dragon landing, yeah, perhaps, but like a dragon this massive, the Corn Zone has a few hundred feet radius. Like this place is huge. A dragon is not that big.
Yeah, exactly. This looks. Okay. Last question. Does it look like it was a natural assault, or does it look like it was done with a tool? Like, is it too clean? I guess is the way to
roll
say it.
investigation on that. I'm not sure if that's something that you could just notice out of logic or deduction.
Yeah, no, gotcha.
Or I guess it can be noticed out of logical deduction. Ooh, 19. You guys are wow, +0 too. Wow, that's very good. Going well.
Nice.
No, you don't think this could be done in a natural manner? Like, noting what Catherine said, like, you know, the beacon is the epicenter for not just the Corden area, but for whatever causes, you know, this doesn't seem like it was done. Magic has a certain way of just dissipating really, really, really quickly, as seen in, like, Thunder Wave and Thunder Step and stuff like that, where thunder normally goes on for miles. In the case of magical thunder, it just cuts short, like, at a few hundred feet. This pings you as something like that. So definitely not natural. Something caused this. Whether or not they did it, they obviously... If a single person did this much devastation in such a controlled way, that's concerning. As a spellcaster, that's an immense amount of power, well, tempered with an immense amount of control over that power. That's concerning. That it's either that or, you know, you could sort of, I'm gonna use the term subsidize. That's probably not the best way of putting it, but you could sort of levy the burden to a certain degree. You do this by using a number of other implements or other people. In the case of other people, though, it would take a good amount of coordination to get these results. To, like, this, the synchronization of it is too... Yeah,
Like a ritual?
Like a ritual, but even then, like, it still needs to be really, really, like, synchronous. That or one person with a number of implements does it by themselves, and then they control when it happens, because it's just one person acting.
So, me being a spore lord as I am, would it ping to me that maybe this is, like, something that could have been done with a hive mind?
It could be done with a hive mind, certainly, though. It would definitely, like, having a hive mind connecting a bunch of people would save a lot of trouble. Because then in technicality, it's the same thing as I just described. It's one person with a number of implements, except in this case, the implements are organic. So I guess the best way to, or the best, queerest, bluntest example of me doing this is, you have 5 places that need to get detonated by dynamite. Do you have one plunger that detonates all 5 simultaneously, or do you get 5 people with sticks of dynamite in their hands that all have to light and drop and run away? It's like that. Like, if you can do it either way to get the same results, it's just that each one has its own process and consequences. So yeah, I could totally train 5 people to perfectly in time or light a stick of dynamite and then run the fuck away from it. I could also just get 5 sticks of dynamite, put them onto the same line, and put a plunger somewhere and push down on it. Both are possible.
I would share this information with the group, but like in a super salty way.
I see you're a saltwater-based snapping turtle. Gotcha. Yeah, so Rutabaga begrudgingly gives you this information that he was loath to even think about to acquire. Take that as
Such a chore.
Existence is a chore.
Yep.
That's me every day. So, any other points of investigation? I assume you guys are walking closer and closer to the beacon as you guys do this.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't remember if you said if there was any damage done to the beacon or not.
The beacon is
well.
immaculate.
Immaculate, okay.
The beacon, and about a couple dozen feet past the beacon, like its base, untouched. Utterly untouched.
Okay, and a few feet.
A couple dozen feet.
Dozen feet, okay. And is there anything...
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Are there any plants or animals in the area?
None. The Corn Zone is specifically kept clear of stuff that may or may not add unnecessary and complicate variables to the wards. You guys know your
noises.
Yes. You guys know yourselves that the wards themselves are set up in a geometric pattern. Not that you could see that pattern right now, because they're all been, shattered and scattered.
And see, around the bit where the damage stops, does it just stop dead, or is there any sort of like, is there any sort of difference in how it? I can't describe it very well.
Take your time. No rush.
I'm trying to think of a good way. So you've got like the bit that's not damaged around at the dozen feet, and then you've got like the part that's damaged. Does it just stop dead, or does it sort of merge into something else? Does it show some other type of damage?
You can't really
before it
tell
breaks?
at this distance. You guys are only but like 50 feet into the cordon zone right now. You guys still have a few hundred more to go before you even get to the beacon's area.
Okay, fair enough. I will put away my binoculars.
That sounds
Should
more
this
like a
work?
bird's eye view problem.
Okay, yeah.
I will tell you that when you guys enter the place from the cordon's walls and the perimeter established, it is a dead stop. Like, yeah, some residue and sediment, got kicked up and knocked past that threshold, but the damage itself stops.
Okay.
Just perfectly short of the gate.
Okay, and it's not like a gradual sort of stop, it's just dead.
Yep.
That's it, kinda. Okay.
Can Fritz look around for any evidence of somebody leaving this place?
How do you go about doing that? Describe it to me. It's hard to find tracks when the ground itself has been shattered.
I'm trying to think. Like, it's less looking like at the track itself or the ground, like more like looking for points of exit that people have taken, kind of thing. Like,
There's only 4 ways into the cordon zone, and those are the gates. I'll allow it. You just have to describe to me how you get to it.
Sorry, I'm just really tired all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I know what, like, in my head I'm trying to think of, like, dust or something, or just, like, anything that signifies, like, scratches on the ground, but you can't really differentiate scratches on the ground of, like, someone dragging their sword versus a fucking exploding rock.
Yeah, there's not very much ground. It's like you guys are basically, like, stepping through gravel this entire time, with large stone fragments here, like, abound aplenty.
Is there any, like, blood or anything around?
No blood.
What's the ground made of?
It's like cobble, except I guess it's even more cobbled now. Yeah, I think about it. It's like tile cobble, so to speak.
Okay.
So it's like,
Well,
it's
if
been flattened.
broken- Oh, it's flattened out. Are things like loose here?
Plenty of things are loose here. I guess they're more like brick roads
Nice.
than cobblestone roads. Is probably the best way I
Okay.
can
Well,
describe
if it's loose, does it look like any of it's been displaced? Like there was foot traffic?
You guys had to roll perception for that. The entire place has
that's
been
fair.
displaced.
We got to the roll though. That's the important part.
Like, there's no consistency between how this place is ruined. Like, there's some have
Dude.
large fragments of the road uplifted entirely. Others have no road left. Like,
Does Fitz want to assist?
Sure, and I'll also throw a bardic inspiration on that, because
Okay.
Okay.
well, that's a good thing you
And
assist him.
that's 1d8.
I think at this level, yes. That's something.
And this is why people
27.
don't like playing bards. Then again, you aren't really playing bard for bardic inspiration alone. You're usually playing it for other stuff. 27. You look around. Doesn't seem like to be any foot traffic around. Even your old turtle-y, slow, glazed-over eyes. Yeah, you don't detect anything foot traffic. The most foot traffic is the stuff caused by you guys.
To be fair, he might have missed a few spots because blinking for him takes like 3 minutes.
So yeah, no foot traffic. Not ever since the place was devastated, at least.
Not new.
All of you give me a... Yeah, what's a sixth sense? It's not perception, not really.
Insight?
Yeah, give me an insight roll.
Insight on everything.
My best thing ever. Let's see, insight.
Okay,
You
so good roll.
You use... most of the time when people like sarcastically say something about how bad their roll is going to be, and usually like I want to say like 80% of the time it turns out well.
I want to say insight is blessed in a way, because like I feel like we always get that. Besides like 2 different times I can think of the entire time we've been playing.
Well,
I like how all 3 of us as well just have big fat 8s and 9s, and then Bohan's
0.
here with the -1.
Alright. You all get this sixth sense sensation that you're being watched.
Can I try and subtly have a look and see if there's anything that... if I can see where the source of that feeling is coming from?
You could try. Roll perception.
Oh, yeah, someone just beat it up.
You don't know.
Oh, sorry, Sus. Luckily, you didn't put a Pokemon there, or it would have got beat up.
Yeah, they gotta get beat up? Yo, put that kid in place. 22? You are unable to determine the source of this feeling.
Oh, okay.
It just makes your, like hair stand on edge, like hair on your neck stand on edge and stuff like that. It just gives you an eerie sensation. It's as if you're walking into like a haunted, like a place that's reported to be like a haunted house in the real world. Haunted houses in D&D are a different story because you can just kill the ghost wall. Or can you? I'll get to there at some point. That's the real world.
Have you
I'm a
experienced
ghost. Yes, okay, turn undead. Bye.
Have you ever experienced anything similar?
I'm sorry, what?
Have we ever experienced anything similar?
No, probably not.
Okay, so it's a new sensation.
It's a new sensation. Well, unfamiliar to you guys is like traversals. I don't know about your guys' backstories and stuff like that. I'm not sure how often you guys interact with, I don't know,
Whatever it may be.
Yeah, like this sort of spectral feeling of being watched.
Fritz is this is a weird idea. Fritz is gonna grab, I guess, a guitar. Let's go with a guitar. And play music and seem like he's basically letting his guard down. Make it appear like he's letting his guard down to see if something tries to take advantage of the situation. Yeah.
Roll deception or performance, your choice.
They're the same. I'll go with performance because that seems more applicable to me.
It's also pretty rare that you skill.
Fair. It just be straight. Oh.
There's some nervous and hesitant playing to it, I'm afraid. You are Greenhorn.
As the young man is doing that,
Turn that racket down.
No, Bohan will
Wait, John
pop
Mayer.
one of his 2 uses of Divine Sense. So within 60 feet, he's trying to perceive if there is either a celestial fiend or undead.
All 3.
How long does it last?
It's just a pulse.
Oh,
I don't know if it's here.
It's a radar, effectively.
Well, no, it just lasts like 6 seconds. You do not detect any of those archetypes of creatures within 60 feet of you at this current moment in time.
All right, cool.
Nothing. I will say, here's a fun bit. It tells you if a place is consecrated or desecrated. This place is consecrated ground, my friend.
Consecrated ground, cool.
There's no official religion worshipping the beacons, but with the way people revere it, it certainly might feel like it at times. It is a beacon of civilization itself. So, you guys keep progressing. That feeling of being watched, ever present. What's your guys' passive perceptions?
I think it's... God, why is my passive perception 19? Hell yeah.
Just a good old 18. I think we got 2 18s and a 19. Oh, 23.
And
Jesus.
Jesus.
Hee hee.
Okay, so basically everyone except what's out? Eleni has a 17. Nice. Yeah, so basically everyone except Bohan. You guys are progressing closer and closer towards the beacon, again trying to get more and more evidence. Not evidence, well I guess evidence. Indication as to what actually happened here, and stuff like that. As you guys get closer and closer towards the beacon, the three of you see out of the corner of your eyes like this mound of, you know, large stones about, I don't know, the size of like your hand or so. Not exactly like a perfectly circular formation, obviously, as well as gravel and stuff like that. Begin like rocks become undone, falling down, making themselves a tiny landslide of sorts, like. And you're all fairly certain none of you caused it, considering how it's like 100 feet away. And there's nothing else here, and there's no breeze through here, really. Not enough to move rocks. So that catches your guys' attention.
I imagine Fritz is just playing his guitar from like a minute ago, and the second that happens, it's just like a record scratch but with an acoustic guitar.
I guess it would just
Slow
be
Slavic music stops.
Yes.
None of you guys are wearing tracksuits as far as you guys have told me, so
Missed opportunity.
Truly.
Nebros tracksuit.
I guess I pull out my weapon on the off chance that something tries to eat us.
Shuffles more towards Eleni. Eleni? No, how do you pronounce it again?
Eleni?
Eleni. Okay, not Eleni.
Does Mom protect me from the rocks?
Named after Neverwinter Nights 2, Eleni. But now I think about it, was also sort of... No, she's not really a team mom. She's too... fucking nerd, druid. Then again, she's like not an asshole compared to the other characters in the group, so I guess I can accept that. So you guys move closer to the tumbling of stones.
Not towards thunder, but yes.
The rolling of stones.
Sure. Heh.
Haha, thank you for not laughing. I appreciate it. It tells me your sense of humor is improving.
Alright, so we're doing Paint It Black for battle music. Sweet.
So you guys go closer. Now, you guys are now within, like, I don't know, 30 feet of it. Hasn't stirred anymore. No more stones have come loose. Nothing like that. Maybe it was just your imagination. Or maybe it was just a really strong gust of wind that you guys just didn't feel. I don't know.
I ain't got an imagination. Come on out.
I have imagination. He doesn't have it. Man, what a dour, what a dour life.
Oh.
You shout out to the air around you. You detect nothing, or rather, nothing responds. Anyone go over to the pile itself?
Can I do it first and see if anything, I don't know, jumps out?
Why did I kick it or something?
I
Get
guess
something
pick it up
that
and
looks
throw it.
relatively like a stick and poke it from a distance.
Just out of curiosity.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
If
so
I were
to say
to-
before.
If
never
I were to demarcate this pile of stones with this very large X here, there you go. Yeah, that's about how big the pile is. It's a pretty big pile. It's 20 by 20.
Damn, son.
I told you, this place is like in different states of disrepair. Yeah, so if we were to imagine that you guys are approaching from the left side, just out of reference sake. So forward is towards the beacon, back is away from the beacon, towards the perimeter, left and right. The place is a fucking circle, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, where are we all putting yourselves?
Oh. Been talking
You
we
would
like to
just-
drag on the big
Let's
good
go.
stuff.
Just take his staff and stab it into the ground, and then it would just like curl up into like a stony appearance.
Oh wait, no, she's.
Yes.
Oh wait, where would I be? Where would I be?
Hold on.
You said you wanted to.
Chris,
You said you wanted to go investigate the X, right? X.
I mean, I like to throw a rock at the X.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Angry turtle, morning grandfather. I mean father.
There you
Ronan and Papa British lady.
go. There you go.
Sorry about the thing.
X gonna give it to you. Alright, so you... Underhand or overhand?
Softball that bitch.
I don't know, I just want to ask.
Well,
What
I
would
guess
be
if
the-
we're not gonna get it on our own, I guess we'll have to deliver it to you. You know.
I mean, you can... So yeah, underhand or overhand?
What would be the most effective
I don't know.
way of chucking it?
Have
I
you
guess
chucked stones in real life?
I'm afraid I'm a bit of a noob to the stone throwing. No, let's just go over.
Yeah, baseball fucking pitch that bitch. You cause another landslide of loose stones.
Okay, I got an idea here. Ready? Move up
Magic.
20 feet.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Good old turn order.
Mold earth. Move the earth out the way to see what's behind it.
You...
I
How's this
think it's
work?
a second too
You
late.
could target an area of loose earth, excavate it, move it along the ground, deposit it up to 5 feet away, doesn't cause damage, causes just what. So you move the... Oh, that's not up there. You excavate the top layering of it, because it only goes like a 5-foot cube, and this thing's like 20 by 20. Or I guess 20 by 20 by 10. You activate some portion of it, and then move it, and there's nothing underneath. That being said, roll initiatives.
Could you help me with the token crash? I can't seem to add it.
Certainly. I'm also going to stop the recording as we take a 5-minute break.